Alright everybody, how's it going? Back in here for a flight heading back towards Anchorage. And it's going to be a two-session flight. So not a two-session flight today, but in order to get back to Anchorage. So we are currently set up for PAML. And that is, I can't pronounce the first name, but it's called Hot Springs Airport. So I guess there's some hot springs there. So I don't know. Well, anyway, we got everything set up. I didn't want to bore y'all on that. We are set up. Altimeter set. Aircraft looks good. Guys, you might want to check your flight simulator sometime because I don't know why, but I'm going to have to do some soul searching on that. My anti-analyzing switches back off from turns it off, and then I have to cut it back on every time. Sometimes I just realized something too. I did have an update, so that might be it. But anyway, that was yesterday, and maybe I didn't realize it. So anyway, but the textures look a lot better. Okay, let's get this bird up in the sky. This is about 109 miles we got to fly. And back to Anchorage, it's going to be, I think, about 200 and something. So that'll be a long flight. So here we go. We're going to get it up in the air here. Hope everybody's doing good today. I went down to my favorite sandwich shop today and had me that sandwich I like to get. And it was good. It was good. I need to eat that way every day, but it's expensive, so can't do it every day. Still checking into those meals I can order uh, offline, so we're definitely going to check into that. Anyway, let's get this bird going here. We are set autopilot is set. Now we're going to set the climb here. We're only going to go to 9,000 feet. I think that's efficient enough. 9,000 feet. So we're currently over 10 right here, so we got to set it back down. What am I doing, Jimmy? Put her in a stall. There we go. Alright, keep her right there. Only going to 9,000 like I said. And well, that's a good thing. I mean, it's not a long flight, 109 miles. Alright, let's go down here and activate the old GPS here. Enter. Okay, we are activated on that. We're going to have to do a whole turnaround. Here we go. Moving it back the other way towards Anchorage and Fairbanks and all that down that way. But we got Hot Springs. We got some freight for Hot Springs, so that's why we went that way. And definitely working our way that way. So, be a good thing. There's our airport we left there. That damn wind took us all the way over here, didn't it? Or maybe it was us off course. I don't know. All right, just one of the last flights. Tomorrow will be the last flight here, and I've been. I'm going to check my my comments on this tutorial here of Alaska and see what we can work out. See if we got any comments where y'all want me to fly. If not, we'll be going over to the UK. So we'll definitely do that. We'll get started on this after tomorrow's flight. And But yeah, the day was late. It was a beautiful day outside today. Got my porch light on. I forgot about that. It's getting dark. Oh, sorry. Get out there. It's on there. What's the low tonight?
Overnight. Blue skies. Temperatures around 44 degrees Fahrenheit.
It's not too bad. We could probably run the heat strip tonight on that. And yeah, not too bad. Last night I run the heat strip. Then I cut the furnace on this morning, kind of warmed the place up a little bit better. But yeah, the heat strip works pretty good from 40 to, I would say, from 40 something to 50. Once it gets over, when it gets down to about 30, 20s, that's when the furnace kicks in all night. So definitely keeps me warm. And since I got the new propane lines on this thing, my gas has been lasting longer. I've got a great. I mean, I replaced on the 20, what was it? The 21st of last month. And so far I've been going over, I think it's about over 2 weeks now. Yeah, over 2 weeks. And I asked a question to the woman over there and asked her, how long should a 30 gallon bottle of propane last every month for a family or whatever? And it's really just me, but she said about 2 to 3 weeks, and that's about an average. So because I just checked the gauge on it this morning before I went to go get my lunch, and it was down on low, but it still had propane in it, so that's good. It should last me a little bit longer, but should be changing it out, filling that one back up, and going to the other one, and I'm going to measure how long it takes me to unload that other bottle if I need to use it. But about the 2 to 3 weeks is the average uses of a 30-gallon propane tank. If you don't use it that much, it could last 4 to 5 weeks, but it just matters how much you use it. All right, we're level at 9,000. And we're heading to Hot Springs with some freight and some mail. So good to go. And we should be making it back to Anchorage sometime tomorrow. Probably fly. I don't think I'll be going anywhere tomorrow. I got to change my lawnmower blades tomorrow. That's what I got to do outside. I'll go out and do that somewhere around 12 and come in and do another video to Anchorage, and then take a couple days off and see where I'm going to fly, and then get back in it again. So yeah, haven't really checked any comments or anything like that, but I will. Probably tonight I'll do it. Hopefully get on track where we want to fly at, or where I'm just going to take you. I'll probably just, like I said, I'll go to the UK and fly a little over there. And they got places over there, Newcastle, Norwich, which I flew there on Flight Simulator X plenty of times. But I haven't flew it on this one yet. And then they got what else they got? They've got, God, what is that other place called? It's a big place that EasyJet goes in. I can't think of the name. Oh, it just was on the tip of my tongue now. Manchester. Yeah, we'll fly them down to Manchester and all kind of places. The the jet, we'll take the jet out. And, you know, I was even thinking about getting into some big cargo runs with the 767-200. So definitely looking at that. So anyway, oh, that's right, I did get that. The 767-200, I got that. And nice little, not a little aircraft, but I like how stubby it is. You know, when I buy airplanes, like take for instance the 727-100 and the 200, I would buy the 100 before I'd buy the 200. Now, I just prefer short, stocky jets. I don't know what it is. That's like the Phenom 300 is a longer version than the 100, but I prefer going to try out the Phenom this time around the UK. Definitely. I got to fly it though. I haven't got a chance to fly it. I'm going to fly it. Might try it out tonight over there at Kaitaka just to take it out. Swing around that area. But anyway, got 94 miles to go here, and that's why we only climbed up to 9,000. We do this 100 and something mile trip, and I think, well, Fairbanks might be closer. We could do Fairbanks instead of Anchorage, but yeah, we might make it Fairbanks instead of because Fairbanks is an international airport, a pretty big one in Alaska. So we might do Fairbanks. I think that's a little closer than Anchorage. I'll have to check on I always say mileage. But anyway, nothing really going on in the news today. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, but I haven't really caught up with it. I might cut the 6:30 news on and check that out tonight. Hopefully I can land in 15 minutes, but if I can, I'll watch it with y'all. Yeah, because I got 31 minutes, which let's see how fast I'm going here. Put a little pedal to the metal there and see what we got. But yeah, 31 minutes, and I've got 15 minutes to the news started, so it really don't matter. I mean, crank it up anytime. But I hate to divert my attention away from y'all in the news, so I think I'm feeling a lot better than I have been. my raspy out of my voice has gone better a little bit. Well, yeah, a little bit better, and I'll probably try that medicine tonight and the cold medicine one more time, and that should probably complete it. And I probably put that medicine on ice and use it next time I need it. So, but that cough medicine does help me sleep at night. I noticed that. And I definitely don't need to just take it just to take it. So what I'll do is this is the last night I'll take it, and then I'll put it up in the cabinet. And then if I need it later, I'll save it for that day and save those little red pills for my congestion in my chest. That'll be working out good for me. Feeling a little bit better, like I said. Feeling a lot better. Alright, 29 minutes out. See if we can catch up on time here. 85 miles out, right? Is that it? Yeah, 85. But anyway, got the moon. Is that the moon or sun? Let me see. That's the sun. Okay. I mistake that for the moon. But it looked like it did. Look at it right there in the window of that. But when you get outside, and you could tell it's the sun. It looked like the moon in the glass, looking in the thing. So anyway, Let's see, let me count trips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13. Tomorrow will be our 14th trip in Alaska, so I think that's enough. Yeah, I did 14 trips, but you know, seen a little bit of Alaska, but you don't see too much at certain time periods. Like it's going to start getting dark at 8 o'clock, which we should be already be on the ground by then, but still, but we'll start off around 2 o'clock tomorrow, I guess. Oh my gosh. Still got the yawns, y'all. Don't know what the problem is with that. It's funny how I could, let's see here. Hold on, let me see how far I can go. Let's see. Oh, I can't go. But when I turn sideways, I can, can't I? That don't make no sense. Because I'm going sideways. Yeah. As far as I can go. Let's take a look here in front of us. That's not a door there. And this is the door. I don't think you can open it. You can't. You can't open it. Looking on them though. Sure can't. I don't know why they do that, but they, I don't know. I always thought you could open the door in the caravan. I really did. I don't know. Usually you click around everywhere. You can find something about it, but not on this one. I think it's pretty well set that it's definitely going to be shut there. So here we got 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 passengers can sit in this. I think that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I'm sorry, 10 passengers. I missed 2 seats up front there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait a minute here. Count this bad boy again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8 passengers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 passengers. 10 including the pilot and the co-pilot. So anyway. Right in the back of the bus. All right. All right, here we go. $70 miles out. Start going down about, I guess about 50 or 60 since we're only 9,000. Yeah, typical Alaska day. Snow all over the ground, snow on the mountains, sun shining, but it's cold. just cold, cold, cold. And if you live out in Alaska, you got to get used to that kind of stuff. Definitely. I'm sure a lot of people love Alaska because of the wildlife and all that, but I don't know. Living up there, I wouldn't want no doggone big bear to come in my backyard or something like that. Or, if I had a dog, take my dog off or anything like that. You never know. Living in the wilderness, that's the way it is. Though. He's cruising right along. Go ahead and pull the map up. There's our up stuff right there. Yeah, lately there's been a few plane crashes, like light aircraft has been crashing. I think I told you about I think it was a Cessna. Matter of fact, it's the one I have on my flight simulator here. But I can't remember which one it is. I think it's a Cessna 207 or something. It's got the Mera freight stuff to it. And I don't know. I got it somewhere. I'll have to check. Anyway, there's supposed to be an update on it. And I'm sure that update, I don't know if I can get it through the updates on Microsoft because I didn't buy it through Microsoft. That's why I always got to start remembering, because Microsoft makes it so easy. They save everything you purchase, and you never have to worry about going to different websites and getting these aircraft. Because if I do that, I'm going to have to start writing stuff down because the old brain don't work as good as it used to. I'm telling you. But anyway, yeah, definitely. Oh, God, yeah. Let's see here. Okay, 20 minutes and 20 seconds. No, I'm sorry. 20 minutes, yeah. 18, 17 seconds. And the 59, we'll wait to 50 out before we start heading down. But experience after flying the Caravan. Excuse me. I enjoy flying the Caravan. It's just not my type of plane. I mean, like I said, I prefer jets. And like fighter jets too, I do prefer them. And I prefer, I just prefer the like stuff like the Lear 35 that's getting ready to come out sometime, which I'm waiting for. But I don't know if I want to spend that type of money for the jet. I'm going to see if they have a sale sometime, and then I'll purchase it later, because I don't like to spend like some of these ridiculous prices on planes, like $69 and $70. That's ridiculous. I'm not spending that on that. Like I said, my limitations are like 25, maybe 30, but that's it. I'm not spending a lot of money, so they'll have to catch me in that range. If they don't have that, I'm sorry. They won't get no business from me. I'm telling you, they don't realize that shit gets expensive, and you buy it, you know. But the thing I like about Microsoft, like I said, they save all your product with your account, so you never have to worry about your stuff. It's going to be up there at the Microsoft when you, like when I get a new computer and I want to download Plex into that. All I got to do is go to the Microsoft website and download it, download all the updates, and then get all my planes, and it's ready to go. So that's what I'm looking at. Saves a lot of time and headache. So, but hopefully they'll come out with more planes a little later on here. I've been watching them for a long time, and I see this other stuff coming out on other websites that makes me mad, but that's just the way it is, you know. And, I'm just going to stop purchasing them off other websites and save it for Microsoft because they put it all in your library. So it's a good thing. All right, we got 15 miles on this. Up here. And there's hot springs right there. Got to be a hot place, huh? All right. Let's see what we got here. Dog is right, cowboy. All right. All right. 49. I'm gonna wait till 40 miles because 9,000 is not bad to get down off of 40 miles. I mean, I think when you get down in the 30s, that's when you really got to hustle down if you're at a high altitude. But I'm not very high here. Oh, it's almost time for news. Let me cut it on here. Oh, let's see what we got here. Tell you something about these smart TVs too. You gotta watch these smart TVs because I'll tell you why. Let me mute this here and I'll tell you. Uh-oh. Wait a minute, we turn it back up. Looks like we're going to war.
Syria responding to the deadly attack that killed American forces in Jordan. It comes on the very same day the bodies of 3 soldiers were brought.
What's the goal? In order to create the sacrifice of the soldiers that freedom, commitment, and finances. Also,
Talking about the 3 soldiers that passed. God bless them. About time he did something about it, but he kind of waited a little too late for me. I would have bombed him on the next day.
We do want to begin with that breaking news. The United States beginning a series of retaliatory airstrikes on sites. The White House said tonight they have clear, irrefutable evidences connected to the deadly drone attack that killed 3 soldiers in Jordan. The president's national security spokesperson, John Kirby, saying 6 cents. The damage assessment will be done when the sun rises in the region. And this is just the beginning. The president saying the response will continue. Here is what we know. 3 of the locations hit are in Iraq, 4 are in Syria, and there were dozens of individual targets within each site. The strike lasted over 30 minutes involving multiple aircraft. Those planes are now on harm's way. And it comes on the same day President Biden, First Lady Jill Biden, Air Force Base in Delaware, the dignified transfer of the remains of those fallen service members. We just returned from the Middle East, where we were the first journalists to embed with the U.S. Navy and saw the work being done post-hand to deter Iran-backed troops from attacking American assets.
All right, guys, we're going to start down right now. Get rid of this map so I can see what I'm doing here.
Nancy Cordes, who is at the White House. Good evening, Nancy, and we are hearing from the Commander-in-Chief tonight, right?
That's right. The president just issued a statement, Laura, saying that all the facilities the U.S. struck this afternoon had been used to attack U.S. forces. And he added this: if you harm an American, we will respond.
About time.
P-1 bombers were among military aircraft used to strike more than 85 targets in Iraq and Syria. The targets included command and control centers, weapons depots, and drone storage facilities, all of them linked to Iran's Revolutionary Guard and affiliated militia groups. The strikes were approved by the president and launched just a few hours after he welcomed bodies of 3 fallen service members back to U.S. soil. All 3 were stationed in Jordan at a U.S. outpost known as Tower 22, came under fire last Sunday. The base's air defense system had been temporarily taken offline to allow a U.S. drone to return from a mission
Back off
safely.
on throttle.
Overspeed.
Overspeed.
Quarters at the base, wounding 40 and killing Army Reserve soldiers Will Rivers, Brianna Moffett, and Kennedy Sanders.
Damn.
Definitely feel our pain.
President Biden called their anguished families this week. U.S. officials blamed the attack on the Islamic resistance in Iraq, an umbrella group of Iran-backed militias.
I don't think the adversaries are of a one-and-done mindset. And so they have a lot of capability. I have a lot more.
Very pathetic. Before, the U.S. has avoided striking Iran directly, despite at least 165 attacks on U.S. forces in Iraq and Syria since the Israel-Hamas conflict began last October. Iran's president warned today, we will not start a war, but if a cruel force wants to bully us, the Islamic Republic of Iran will give
I think it's the other way around, buddy. You're the one that's doing every kind of crazy crap.
Officials said that today's
Shit, them
strikes
boys
were in the
stupid,
works
man.
for days, but that they
Piss
waited
me
until
off.
the weather presented the best opportunity. They said the B-1 bombers involved took off from the United States and the signal were that there could be more strikes in the coming days.
Nancy Cordes at the White House with that new. Thank you. Want to bring in now CBS's David Martin. He is at the Pentagon. Good evening, David. So just about that, the president essentially telegraphed that some of these strikes would be coming. Did that impact their effectiveness?
Well, the military was perplexed by the degree to which the administration telegraphed these strikes because it gave the militia leaders and Iranian operatives in Iraq and Syria time to get.
All right, guys, we're getting closer to our destination here. Not too far, crossing the river.
Strikes against American troops, sooner or later, they have to come under fire. And if the strikes were successful, and they come out of fire, the government has to get.
David, we heard from John Kirby saying this began tonight, but it will end tonight. What do you know about what happened next?
As Secretary Austin said, the president had to actions against the Iranian Revolutionary Guard.
We're 30 miles out. Boy, look at all them bombs. Damn. I hope he keeps it going.
Multiple targets in different places. Thank you. Tonight, there are heightened fears over what in the Middle East. CBS's Deborah Patta traveled to the Israel-Lebanon this week. And Deborah is with us now. And so, Deborah, is there a risk of response from Hezbollah?
Directly against the U.S., but one possibility would be to respond to armed group Hezbollah, which, as you said, is based in Lebanon, right on that Israeli border. Already, we have been very fired Hezbollah fighters since the Hamas attack on October. There has been a lot of statement acting. Israeli troops in the Middle East, and Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has threatened to turn the route into Gaza, while Hezbollah Hassan Nasrallah has warned that if Israel wages war against them, it will be Israel's costly. Hezbollah has an arsenal of over 150,000 missiles, which, according to Israeli, are 5 times larger and far more accurate than the Hamas uses in Gaza.
Deborah Patel, thank you. For more context and reporting, let's bring in CBS's Margaret Brennan, our Chief Foreign Affairs correspondent. So, Margaret, the president is clear he doesn't conflict, but this is difficult. I mean, they are trying to thread the needle on this.
They really are. And this we measure
Thread the needle. If you had the right president there, it would be, use my language, balls to the wall. I know that.
Now, the president's also trying to decide whether to keep that U.S. military presence in the region.
Okay, 24 miles out.
Is it essential or are they at risk? Three officials in the past week have said to me that they assess that these militias that makes them hard, but of course they're very close. The militia Deborah Patel mentioned there, Hezbollah in Lebanon. So Israel's ongoing has the entire Middle East on an ice edge. President Biden's just trying to keep out of either Israel pulling the U.S. into a war or going head-to-head with Iran.
Some Republican lawmakers have said these strikes are pinpricks. Why hasn't there been an effort to take out the IRGC, these Iranian groups that have been embedded, whether in Yemen or Iraq or Syria, command and control?
Well, that was one of the criticisms, of course, from not just some Republicans, but some former military officials who have come out and pressed President Biden to be forceful here. One of the things that they're trying to assess is just what tips that balance, what draws in the United States. You can only focus on the different radar hitting and make them less effective in attacking. Is that enough? Or do you actually need to 2020, but that decision to kill Qasem Soleimani, that general, has also left a leadership vacuum in some ways. So everything has a consequence.
Yeah, really interesting, Margaret. Thank you so much. Thank you. Now to tonight's other big stories. A jury is set to begin to look in the case of the first parent of a school shooter to face criminal charges for their child's actions. Jennifer Crumbley is charged with 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter. A teenage son killed 4 students at his Michigan high school in November 2021. CBS's Olivia Luciano was in the courtroom to wrap up their case.
19 miles out.
Jennifer Crumbley's self-described portrayal as an involved parent.
Your son told his only friends that he asked you for help.
No, I don't deny that.
Okay? But you also don't deny that he told his only friends that.
Do not deny that. Instead, prosecutors painted her as a woman more concerned with an extramarital affair and hobbies like horses.
That you told a co-worker that half of your salary is used for horses.
Well, her son's calls for help, like a drop of a gun, showing messages at a bleeding large. The school staff just hours before the shooting. I honestly thought the guy was a core job with that related thing in the cat. I thought it was a cake. I didn't know. It was Trudy's negligence was argued that led to the shooting committed by your then 15-year-old son, Ethan. The parents gifted him the murder weapon just 4 days before the shooting.
Sure. We're not shoots, and we didn't know that why we were.
The defense repeatedly
Can't hurt. Shoes in general.
15 miles.
What does the jury need to decide now?
Whether or not they
Bearing 165, 5,000 foot. We're getting ready to cut it off. Cut the autopilot off. Everything else is off now. The plane is mine. So 15 miles isn't very far, so we'll start trimming her down a little bit.
Flooded roads and standing water, a second more dangerous atmosphere is there in the state. On the forecast, let's bring in just Chris Warren. There's at Channel. Good evening, Chris.
Good evening, Nora. Another strong storm moving into the west coast, going to bring a lot of rain. If Los Angeles ends up getting 6 inches of rain, in addition to what happened over the past couple of days, this will end up being the wettest week, wettest 7-day period in almost 15 years. In part because of this, a strong atmospheric over close pointed right into Southern California and Central California, bringing this tropical.
God, the weather is really, really crappy all over, though. It's a beautiful day here, but
that means there is a high risk for some light, but it's likely on Sunday into Monday, flash flood.
Important morning, Chris Warren. Thank you. The district attorney overseeing the election interference case against former President Donald Trump in Georgia did today to have a personal relationship with the lead prosecutor in the case. In a court filing, Fulton County DA Bonnie Willis says her relationship with Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade.
boy, she made a big mistake, didn't she? Ah! I can't help but laugh at them. I mean, these people don't take no kind of... Oh, a plane crash.
Officials say the pilot and 2 people on the ground were killed just 3 miles from the nearest airport. CBS's Christian Benavides is on.
Oh, it's about a plane crash, y'all.
Huge explosion. The house is described a small plane crashed into open in Clearwater, Florida. A steering behind the screen.
Unfortunately, airplane crash on the head. You're at the now on fire.
Within 7 minutes, firefighters were on scene battling the blaze. Officials say 4 homes caught on fire, and most of the plane was inside one of them. They were able to throw a significant amount on all the structures which extinguished the fire. Flight reports showed the Beechcraft 35 Bonanza left from Vero Beach Regional Airport at 6:08 p.m. and moved to Clearwater Airport. Less than an hour after takeoff, the pilot reported engine failure. Another pilot described the scene to air traffic control. Shortly before crashing, the pilot was heard saying, "Mayday, mayday, mayday," according to the fire chief. The impact we saw and the high impact component of it trends to the fact that there's nobody going to be able to survive that. Neighbor Nate Wisnick lives in this tight-knit community and heard an explosion. We're so shook up. Tonight, the NTSB is on scene investigating. They're expected to remove...
That's another plane crash, y'all, right down there in Florida. 3 killed after it was a B-58, not a B-58, a Baron 58.
The U.S. economy is showing signs of strength with a January hiring boom. Labor Department says 353,000 jobs were added last month, and that's much better than expected. The largest growth was in professional and business services, healthcare, and retail. The unemployment rate remains unchanged at 3.7%. Tesla is recalling millions of cars in the U.S. We'll have details next.
Y'all, I'm trying to figure out where this airport's at. I guess it's after this mountain ridge here. It's what it's got to be, I guess. So, but anyway, I'm looking for it. It's got to be over here somewhere. Been flying her for a while now. Thought I was closer than that. See, that's another thing that's different besides flying a jet and a turboprop or any kind of Cessna 152. Takes a little bit longer to get where you're going, and that's for sure. So yeah, we got some water coming up here. So okay, I've got the field in sight. Field in sight. Dead ahead. All right. Let's see how many miles we're out here. We're not too far out. We'll just do a visual here, call it a night, and pick it up tomorrow. Figure how far we are from Fairbanks, and we either pick Fairbanks or Anchorage. Doesn't matter. They're both international airports in the pod over there, and a lot of freight going in and out of there. So we'll park the plane there and call it quits. Go get our jet pilot license. But anyway, got a little light on the ground. It looks like light right there. Was that tops of houses? Those are tops of houses, glaring in the sun. Okay, that looks like another runway there, doesn't it? Sure does. I guess that's connected to it.
500.
I don't know. Wondering if this is a runway now or if that's the runway. I think this is the runway too. I take it. Yes, runway. That was a good landing. Couldn't complain about that, huh? All right, guys, I'm going to end it right here and just call it a night. So I do appreciate you coming along, and I'm just going to turn it right over here and just park it, because I really don't see nowhere to go, to be honest with you. But I enjoyed flying with you. Cut the engine, brakes on, lights off. And I enjoyed being with you and enjoyed the flight. So I'll catch you tomorrow, and I'll see you on the next one, okay? Bye-bye.